Ladies and gentlemen, this is Zach Moonshine with Metal Devastation Radio, and right now on the phone with me I have Derek Engemann from the band Scour. Dude, what's going on, man?
Not too much.
So, Derek, what's going on right now in the world of Scour?
Scour is releasing our first album on Friday. Pretty excited about that. And got a couple other things in the works that I can't quite announce yet, but hopefully there will be some news for some live shows hopefully soon. Like I said, I can't say too much about it until it's confirmed, but we've got some big plans coming up.
Right on, man. Now, for those people out there that don't know, dude, how did Scour exactly, how did this thing come about?
All right, well, Scour started, I had written a couple songs that weren't necessarily fit for my band, Decapitation. So I was thinking about starting a side project just for fun, just to play a little something different. And I kind of ran it by John Jarvis, our bass player. He was actually tour managing for Decapitation at the time last summer. And I told him about it, and he was all about it, just wanted to do something just for fun. And so we started thinking about, like, how we would, who we wanted to get in the band, this and that. And we were pretty clear that we wanted to have just, like, good friends of ours. And we were playing, Cattle had a show on Summer Slaughter with in San Francisco, and my buddy Chase Fraser came out, and we just kind of ran the idea by him, and he was all about it, just wanted to be in a cool, fun band. So we knew we had our guitars locked in and our bass, and we were just kind of thinking about who we wanted to do vocals. And since Jarvis's band Fulgora had been signed to Housecore, he'd kind of befriended Phil a little bit, and Phil actually did a guest vocal on the Decapitation record, our last album. And so he's like, well, I'll just run it by Phil. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So he actually sent him a couple of songs that I had that were just scratch guitar and drum machine. Not really anything that I would want to send as a demo to anybody, especially Phil. But he did anyway, and Phil got back to him right away and said he could kill it easy. So Phil was on board at that point, and the last thing we had to do was just find a drummer who could handle all these rip and blast beats. And Jarvis and I both had worked with my buddy Jesse forever. We're all originally from St. Louis, and it was pretty obvious that we wanted just Jesse to be in it. He's a good friend of ours, so hit up Jesse, and then that was it. All the pieces were aligned. So
Fuck yeah, man. Now, you're from Decapitation, and then you've got Phil Anselmo on vocals, and everybody in the band is in other bands. What's the? Can you tell everybody what's each person's background?
Yeah. Like I play in Decapitation. Everybody knows Big Phil. John Jarvis plays in Pig Destroyer, Girl Public Nosebleed, and Fulgora is his band, signed on the Housecore Records. And he actually has a Sepultura tribute band that him and my drummer Jesse play together. And they do from time to time whenever they're available.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I know Mark Misery Index plays in it, and then every once in a while they'll do like an East Coast version. It's called Clenched Fist. It's a pretty cool thing they do. I think they're playing the Full Terror Assault this year.
Badass.
Yeah. And then Chase, I've known for years. He used to be in Animosity and Decrepit Birth. That's how I met him, was when he was in Decrepit Birth, but he has a couple projects going on as well. He's got his own band, Continuum, on Unique Leader Records, and a new project, which is featuring some guys from Neuraxis, and that's called Conflux. So Chase definitely stays busy as well. And then Jesse, me and Jesse, we were like our first metal band ever together called Cast the Stone. But he did some recording and some touring with this band, Strong Intention, from the Baltimore area, East Coast. And he's got another band called Legend and Oracle that he does as well. So everybody stays pretty busy on the side, huh?
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I found out about it because I've been following Phil Anselmo for a long time. I'm a huge fucking Pantera fan from back in the day too. So anytime he's getting involved in he's fucking all the time in fucking some kind of fucking side project, man. Fucking, it's like, but yeah, I seen the name come by and I was like, fucking said something about it being like a black metal type thing, and I was like, what the fuck? This is gonna be badass, man.
Yeah.
And it is, man. This record, I was listening to it today, and it's fucking slamming, man.
Awesome.
And what's cool is that the songs are really short too, which is I wasn't really expecting that when I heard that it was going to be like black metal type. I know it's,
we like we're actually not trying to be like a black metal band, but I mean,
it's got like the grindcore in there too.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, clearly it is very blackened. Let's not try to say something it isn't, but it's not something we were shooting out to be a black metal band. In fact, there's not going to be any gimmicks, no corpse paint or anything done like that. And Phil was very open about it too. He's like, I don't want to be in a black metal band. We're like, cool, neither do we. But we did want to keep it fun. Want to keep the songs short. The music is very, very simplified on purpose, because a lot of our other bands are extremely technical and notey. And we weren't really we didn't want to mess with anything. We just wanted to do some stuff for fun. And I think Phil added a huge element to it because he's doing extreme aggressive vocals, but they're not really black metal. Kind of have Phil's signature on it anyway. And it ended up becoming like a huge part of our sound that I'm thrilled about, of course. So
yeah, man, it's fucking heavy, dude. It fucking hits you fast and hard too, man. It's like it.
Awesome, yeah. I mean, we kind of wanted relentless, like blasting buzzsaw blasphemy, pretty much. And I think it works. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it.
Now, the band name itself, Scour, how did you guys come up with that? Is there a story behind that?
Yeah. I came up with the name, actually, and it actually stems from a inside joke that my good buddy Scott McPherson and I had. He does his own little blackened metal type thing called Sink Shower. You should check it out. It's pretty awesome. But we always had this joke about when people would make like a little angry scowl on their face, we would call it the hate scour, even though that's not what scour means at all. It was just kind of an inside joke. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, what? Scour is actually a pretty cool name if you think about like the definitions of it and stuff. And, that's pretty much how it came about. And then, it's just short to the point, works like the music, short and to the point. So it kind of worked. Kind of funny backstory, but that's
cool, man. That's cool. When you say it like that, it makes me think of the face that Phil Anselmo's always making in pictures and shit.
Exactly. Nice hate scour. Even though that's not what scour means, but it's totally kind of fits.
Right on, man. Now, as far as like your influences, I know this has got to have a lot of different stuff mixed into it. But how would you explain that?
I mean, I definitely, because I wrote the material, I definitely draw influence from some of my favorite bands, like Dark Funeral, Belphegor, Marduk, that type of stuff, where it's just blasting and buzzsaw, like tremolo picking on the guitars. I draw a lot of influence from that, and a lot of people, I've seen comments, people are definitely making the Dark Funeral reference. It's not something that I was like intentionally trying to go out and sound like or anything, but I just think naturally that's just the music that hits me the hardest. There's nothing more brutal, in my opinion, than just like a single note being blasted and buzzsawed. So that's kind of where the influence, I guess, comes from that. And then as far as like Chase's solos that he plays and stuff, I don't know necessarily where he draws all his influence, but he, comes from Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz is known for like their super tech and their awesome guitar work. And then Phil kind of dug deep, I guess, for his style and input onto the stuff.
Hell yeah, man. And as far as like the song themes, like lyrically wise, how would you describe that?
I would describe it pretty much as just like dark poetry, pretty much. It's kind of a Phil question because a lot of the stuff is kind of open-ended, I guess, for left for interpretation. I kind of have my own views on it, but I don't know if that's necessarily what he was trying to say. So it's kind of hard for me to say exactly what Phil was going for, but it's definitely some dark poetry. And it just really fits the music, I think. So
I got you. So Phil's basically the guy on the lyric stuff on this.
Yeah, he did all the lyrics, all his vocal phrasing, all song titles. Although John Jarvis did come up with Tactics, the song title for the sample that we have on there. So other than that, it's all Phil.
Very cool, man. Now, the recording process, how did that go? How did that go?
Yeah, the recording process was interesting. Like I said, I wrote the songs, and I actually did a lot of the writing and recording when Decapitation was on tour last year. When we were on tour with King Parrot and Cannibal Corpse. I kind of had the songs, and then I wrote a couple more and finished them up on the road, and it worked out so perfectly that Jarvis was our tour manager at the time because he was able just to lay bass down right there. And the tracks that we recorded from the road are the ones that we ended up using on the EP. And then my drummer Jesse recorded his drums at home, Chase did his solo at his place, and then Phil recorded at the Housecore studio. We were talking about getting into the studio and it was originally just supposed to be for demos, just to get everybody the material, but after we listened to it, it just sounded so raw and kind of cool that we were like, fuck it, let's just use this. And we had Dave Otero, who recorded the last couple of Cattle Decapitation records. He mixed and mastered it for us, and he was an obvious choice for me because I knew that he would nail exactly the sound I was looking for, just from knowing him for so long and what he's into. And it was just a kind of like a perfect fit. He said some of the files were a little rough, but we didn't really mind. It's supposed to be kind of raw in your face a little bit. So
fucking badass, man. Now, earlier you mentioned something about live plans. I don't know if you can you go into that or?
Yeah, we have a couple offers for some festivals that we want to play. We're just kind of waiting to confirm on all ends, like make sure everything's right and everyone's available. I'd love to talk about where they are, but I shouldn't even say anything until it's been confirmed. But we do plan on playing live. As far as a full-on tour, that's to be seen. We kind of probably will just be doing some festivals at first until we can get all of our schedules lined up. But yeah, we do plan on playing live, and we do have some other material in the works already because I know the EP is pretty short. So we do have some other stuff. We would be able to play a full live set. So
that's what I was going to ask you next. Like your plans for the future. You guys so you do plan on recording more music in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I already sent. We've already got like the music recorded for like demos for some future stuff, and sent it to Phil. He's working on it right now. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I mean, we've already got some more material working. So, I don't want people to think it's just kind of like a one-off thing we're doing. This is a project that we got going, and we got some more stuff in the works.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah.
We definitely look forward to hearing some more of it, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Well, you guys have you got any web links that you want to let people know about, and what kind of merch that you have available?
Yeah. You can pre-order the album right now at the housecorestore.com. Like I said, it comes out Friday. You can get, we have CDs and vinyl, and they have a couple shirts up there for sale. We, of course, Scour has Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that if you want to follow us. And then I personally am I have my own business, Bandit Press, and there's going to be more merchandise for sale. I think it's going to be open on this Thursday. So it'll be banditpress.net. We're going to have a couple more designs and a lot of merch for the ladies, more so than the men, actually. And so you can find that there probably Thursday. So this will be a big week for Scour, for sure.
Very cool, man. All right. Well, Derek, is there anything else you want to add to let the people know?
Yes. Let the war be waged.
Nice. That's one of my favorite lines out of that fucking tear gas, right?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Phil just knocked it out of the park with that song. I mean, the kid obviously knows what to do. So.
It's very hard not to sing along to that.
Rad. Yeah, I catch myself humming that tune quite often.
All right, man. Well, Derek, before I let you go, I got to get you to make a station tag. Cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, man. Whenever you're ready, just say this is Derek Engemann from Scour, and you can say Cattle Decapitation too if you want. And you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
All right, I can do that. So you just tell me when, big guy.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Derek Engemann from Scour, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.